Hi, this is Robert Dawson with META7, and this is 7 Minutes with META7 on the Oracle Public Cloud. This is an ongoing series where we're walking through in 7 minutes some features of the Oracle Public Cloud that we've kind of come across, and it's a good quick learning to ramp up and launch into the cloud. And so we hope our customers, as well as Oracle customers, benefit from this knowledge. META7 is an Oracle partner. We specialize in Oracle solutions from hardware, software, and storage, as we also are helping our customers engage in migrating as well as leveraging the Oracle Public Cloud. This is your dashboard. The dashboard is really your central office for information about your Oracle cloud environment. Most people will see this dashboard, and the immediate thing that steps up is confusion. I've got, 15 or so odd products, and I'm looking at all of them in the same spot. The nice thing about the dashboard is the ability to customize that dashboard and actually hide services that right now you may not be using, you may have used in the past, or you simply don't really care to monitor. In this case, we're not really concerned about application development because we're more of a DBA team, so we're going to kind of hide the application content. So in the dashboard, you've got two kind of real functions. The first function is account management, and account management is really the ability to see what you have, what you've actually been provisioned by Oracle, and what the usage as well as monitoring is on those services. So everyone's going to have their own view of the environment based off their roles. If you're actually an administrator within that service, you'll be able to see that on your dashboard and you'll actually be able to drive into that information. The other things that you have, if you are actually have the privileges to see on the dashboard, are your orders. So you can drive in and actually see what you actually bought in the past, what was actually ordered, as well as understanding what may be in a pending state for activation. So when we go back to our dashboard, the real goal of the dashboard is to give you a quick view of where you are and any issues that are coming up. So in the middle of the dashboard, we have notifications, upcoming maintenance, any issues around the Oracle public cloud environment that you need to know about. In the middle, then we also have our database current capacity. So when we purchased the database as a service products, we had 8 licenses for enterprise database service, and we're using 2 of them. So if you were going to have any overages, you would see the notice here as well. And for the compute, essentially the capacity is based in terms of Oracle CPUs. So right now we're using 6 out of 16. I like to think of the dashboard as a starting place. However, I've also bookmarked the actual services home pages as well. But if you're going to go right in and create an instance, this is a great place to start to do that. Most people, however, focus around a couple key services, so they're actually going to drive into the actual service page, which you can get to here. So if I'm managing my compute cloud service, there's a good likelihood this will be my starting page. This is, of course, where everything kind of coalesces around the compute service offering, where you can actually create instances, upload private images, upload public images, as well as to understand which orchestrations are currently running. Notice we can always go back to the dashboard based off of where we are. So it's kind of a nice a nugget to get back home. There's one more real important feature coming out of the dashboard, and that's really understanding our usage patterns. If we're monitoring a particular environment, it's important to make sure the service is up, but it's also important to understand the usage patterns. How are we using this environment? Um, what do what are we doing in terms of services? We bought this as a subscription, but we can also see that we've actually had an overage recently in the database space. So when you start to look at your usage summary, This is where you start to understand what it's going to cost, what you're going to see in the bill that obviously comes each month. Each service as well gives you the ability to look at usage details based off the service level, and we could actually go into that as well. Let me get to the details. So the important thing about this screen, which is your service details, a couple key concepts. One is understanding where you were located, which data jurisdiction you're located, as well as in understanding what are the billing metrics around your account. Do you have overages? Where are you spending your cloud? Depending on how you provision the cloud, obviously you're going to have kind of different goals here. So the dashboard, in summary, is a great starting point. I think it's probably the most important page you'll have in your environment. And anyone that's starting to build out their cloud environment, this is probably going to be where you start and where you spend a good deal of your time just understanding the scope and sprawl of your cloud platform. Again, my name's Robert Dawson. This was the Meta 7, 7 minutes with the Meta 7 around the Oracle Cloud. We're going to have some upcoming YouTube videos, and so stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for listening.